started in hard times to bring us all into the laughter through thick.
Welcome to a special bonus live recording of Public Power Underground, coming to you on location at NWPPA's annual meeting in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We're recording a series of recruiting pitches from executives at the welcome reception in an attempt to collect the best messages for getting new folks into public power professions in a special recruiting video series. I'm Brian Fawcett.
And I'm Humaira Falkenberg.
And I'm Paul Dockery.
And we're joined by Mark Johnson, the general manager of Flathead Electric Co-op, where he has worked for 23 years.
Yes, sir.
Flathead Electric Co-op serves over 56,000 members in and around the area of Kalispell and Libby, Montana. It's, by the way, a beautiful service territory, if I may add. It has grown from 82 miles of line serving 117 farm homes in December of 1938 to what is now the second largest electric utility in Montana.
Welcome to Public Power Underground, Mark.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's an honor. Are you at all familiar with what you're getting into? Have you gotten any warnings from friend of the Underground, Doug Gilmore?
Not a lot, so that's probably even best. I didn't even have time to think about it. So
that's perfect. That's the best. Those are the best interviews, the ones
right.
that you aren't ready for. That's great.
That's true.
So as Brian mentioned, we're trying to recruit the best pitches for new professionals that want to consider public power. We're looking for the best pitches to give them, like 2 minutes, hardest hitting. What's the mission? What do you think would attract new people into the field? So we're gonna provide constructive feedback. But give us your best pitch. That's what we're looking for.
Well, I think at the end of the day, the best I can do is just the family atmosphere of public power. My kids were raised, virtually in my career at Flathead Electric. So I think, it was one of those cases of, my family grew with my family at work. So my personal family grew and my family at work grew. And, when I sit down as the general manager with every new employee that we hire, either on their first day or right after they start, and try to talk to them about what I believe is the best environment in the world, which is public power. I'm from a cooperative, so I'm kind of partial to cooperatives, but, public power in general is, some of the best careers you can have for a lot of reasons. And I think at the end of the day, we struggle a little bit at times having that sexy, position that young people like. We like it the longer we work at it, but it's hard to get them in the door. But thankfully, we do have a lot of new young people at Flathead Electric that have revived us old dogs.
There you go.
Provided some energy for us. And it's very important to keep that pipeline going. And we're fortunate to live in an area that's beautiful.
Yes.
So we have a natural built-in recruiter right there. So I think at the end of the day, it is the family atmosphere that does it for me.
And it's been my experience, too, that the relationships in public power that you can grow in is a big recruiting use of, recruiting tool. That's the word I was looking for. What about you, Brian? You like that pitch?
Yeah, I do. I would say, working in the community that you live in and being able to affect real change that can affect people's lives in a positive way is a huge reason I'm in public power. So that really resonates with me.
The building of relationships.
Yep.
Yeah.
The building of relationships at work, too, it's really helpful. I work with Brian. I don't mind him, actually. People are surprised when I say I don't mind Brian. But I like him.
I think the neat thing about that is we have just under 160 employees, and I know every one of them, personally. So, a lot of my coworkers are my friends, that we do things outside
And Mark,
of work.
I don't expect anything less from you either.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
I don't
that,
expect
Humaira.
anything less from you than that.
So-
Absolutely. That's the standard. Actually, we hold for ourselves in public power.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think, when I look around our environment in public power and I see the people, all these people standing right behind me right now, these are pretty salt of the earth, good people. They'd tear the shirt off their back for you. So, that's my family pitch, and that's what I'll stick to.
Yep. Kindness and family and goodness and doing work that builds a community.
That's
I like
right.
the pitch. I really like the pitch.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this.
All right.
This has been
really
a lot of fun.
appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
We're
guys.
done for
Yeah.
now, but we aren't done for tonight. We're going to chat with more executives to get their best recruiting pitches for folks considering joining public power. Professions. We're publishing each recruiting pitch as its own episode in a recruiting video series.
To make sure you don't miss them, you can sign up for an unintrusive newsletter with links to all the ways to consume this fascinating content at publicpowerunderground.substack.com. Otherwise, you can subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app. You can also find our merchandise on Shopify by searching for Public Power Underground. That's all for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Public Power Underground for electric utility enthusiasts. Public Power Underground, it's work to watch. Public Power Underground is a production of Klatskanite PUD and News Data. It's brought to you with the support of NWPPA and TEA. NWPPA was the host for the conference that brought us together and helped coordinate our recording space. A special thanks to Scott Corwin, Brenda Dunn, and Connie Filbert for their help. The Northwest Public Power Association believes in public power. You can find more information about NWPPA at nwppa.org. That's nwppa.org. The presenting sponsor for Season 4 of Public Power Underground is TEA. The Energy Authority is a non-profit energy portfolio management company whose mission is to help clients maximize the value of their assets and meet their power supply goals. If you know someone at TEA, send them a note of thanks for their support of Season 4. You can learn more about TEA on their website at teainc.org. That's teainc.org. The views expressed here are our own and not the official views of Klatskanite PUD, News Data, or the organization of the guests also appearing on Public Power Underground. Public Power Underground is electric utility and electric utility adjacent news from a power department's perspective. It's written and directed by Klatskanite PUD's power department, led by me, Paul Dockery, and it's edited and published by the stellar team at Pioneer Utility Resources, led by associate producer Sarah Wooden. Our theme song, Roll On Enthusiast, was rewritten, performed, and recorded by Aaron Guillory and Ian Bledsoe. Public Power Underground for electric utility enthusiasts. Public Power Underground, it's work to watch.